Hello guys, what's up? Just playing some more Fallout. This guy dumped a lot of stuff. A lot. But yeah, I'm just doing some main quests, really. Nothing difficult. I'm gonna try to not fast travel as much as possible. But yeah. So I'm gonna be doing that. Now, where is she? There she is. Well, let's see what she has first. Actually, I can sell her the purified water I just got. I don't need 200. Fucking 65. I have a feeling if I drink that, I'll
You're
end up
back.
somewhere.
You managed to get those punks out of our...
Yeah.
And that worked? Well, remind me not to get on your bad side.
Well, with a
But you did
strength
good.
of
Shows
15.
maybe you could be trusted. Maybe. But there's still the issue of my missing muscle. They went out chasing some unsavory characters. Never came back. They're two of the tougher cookies I've met in my day. So them being gone this long means something happened. You track them down? Maybe I remember a thing or two about this Crane fella. Maybe. My age, memories get unreliable. But I bet you finding my people would help refresh it. 100 caps with your name on them sound about right? Well, missing person number one's named Polly. Got a transmitter in her. You could track her with your little radio there. Missing person number two goes by Saul. Those two are closer than toes and bad stilettos. So if you find one, the other's likely close by. Find them for me, and I'll pay you for the privilege of getting to yell at them in person. Yeah, little something I slipped under her exterior plating in case she got carried off. I did mention she's a combat bot, right? A friendly one. I got her reprogrammed when I bought her, so she's not gonna hurt you. Unless they bashed up her combat inhibitor. Well, then, all bets are off. I made
That's
the
some
same offer to Saul regarding the
foreshadowing?
tracker under his exterior, but he declined. Go figure. They're called the Scorched. They're an unpleasant bunch, in character and appearance. They've got raw skin, with crystals sticking out of them. And they're still real handy when it comes to firearms and bludgeons, so you'll want to be careful around them. That's for damn sure.
I really wonder what exactly... I'm gonna have to look into what the Scorched actually are, because they are a type of ghoul. I know that.
Not the foggiest, but that's where the transmitter comes in. Tune to her station and it should get you going in the right direction. Appreciate it. Polly's tracking frequency is 99.7. The once proud home of Appalachia's smooth jazz. I figured someone should get some use out of it. Find out what happened to him. If I need to find new people, I'd like to at least ensure I tried to do right by the old ones.
Yeah, I haven't done much any of the quests. I've been mainly doing the events to get geared up and stuff, and then they also have the level 50 boost. Yeah, I use that too. Yeah, I'm just doing quests, exploring. Not really much wild, but if you love Fallout, I'll also be probably playing Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 and Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas eventually. I'm gonna get there at the last minute. It's already been 7 minutes. There's 11 people there. Uh, I- One thing I think they should change for sure, well, aside from fixing the bugs that they caused by this new update, uh, they should change it to where the ghoul hideout outfit, you can actually put clothes over it to cover it, but you still get the things. It should be in
After the defense calibration procedures have concluded, a Vault Tech representative is required to de-escalate the alert.
Yep, they're all dead. Really? The bodies aren't even here. Mm. Yeah, actually, this is pretty lackluster. And I know they're planning on adding a lot more, but still. But yeah, actually, I'm thinking of putting on music for the background. I do have to find non-copyrighted, and I want it to have the Fallout feel because yeah, I don't know what actual like songs are not copyrighted. Um, actually, I'll look up. No.
Don't be shy, man. Come over and take a seat by the fire. Pioneer Scout pastimes. Campfire tales.
This on? Oh, good. I'm sure glad the speakers are still working. Hello, campers. Ready for a frightful tale? Remember, these tales are interactive, so put on your brave face and act out the story when prompted. Today's tale is
The
called
thing is,
Terrors of the Dark.
when I
It's a
looked up
holiday
like
fest
copyrighted
series.
music
Well,
online and
sure it'll be
stuff, they
fun.
said that a lot of Fallout's music from the
Hello?
radios were copyrighted. But I see a bunch of
This story is about me,
videos
a
that
pioneer
just
scout.
have
I wake up one
like
night in a cabin, and I see that I'm alone.
like literally
Everyone's beds are empty. My heart is pounding. But I know I have to go outside and look for everybody. I want to get up, but the shadows are reaching for me. They're gonna attack me.
but then I
Please
see a
help me
bunch of
fend them
videos
off.
of people playing it on YouTube and they're not getting copyrighted or anything like that. I just find it weird.
Face my fears and burst out from under the covers, not stopping until I've made it outside. There, I see the warm glow of a campfire. My fellow scouts are talking by the fire. I go to them, and I try to warn them. It's not safe to be out this late. There's something out there. I know, because it took my brother. He stayed out past dark one day and went missing. But my friends, they don't listen. I sit with them to keep watch. We laugh, drink, and share secrets with each other all into the night. As the night dwindles on, so does the fire. The scouts pay no mind to the encroaching darkness. I try again to warn them that the dark is dangerous, but no one listens. So I go into the forest alone in search of firewood.
Where's the kindling?
I keep my eyes on the ground, find enough wood to rekindle the fire. But when I turn around, there's no light to guide my way back to camp. I don't know if I wandered too far, or if the campfire has gone out, drenching all the scouts.
Oofda! I'm so sorry to interrupt the tale, but we have an emergency. Or at least my scout leader emergency protocol says we do. My protocol is pulling up a missing camper flag. Now, I'm almost certain I counted everyone correctly, but we should be thorough just in case. If we can't find our shadow camper, let's look for traces they may have left behind. And remember the buddy system.
I do hope we haven't really lost anyone.
grave amongst the missing camper's belongings. Let's give a listen and see what we can find.
I'm hunting bugs out here in Appalachia. There are spiders, ants, and slugs. Today, I'm going to complete my collection. Only 9 more Hominoptera to go. Layla told me to watch out for their stingers, but I can handle them. That's what my new entomologist badge is for. I'm hunting bugs of all kinds. Some come out at night, but they're cool at all times.
The view here never ceases to amaze. Admire it while you're young, kiddos. One day, you'll wake up with enough sensors and it's all downhill from there. Aren't
Right.
we just so lucky here in Appalachia? The hills, the trees, the rabbit wolves. Well, could be worse. Boy, that sun's a killer there. You could fry an egg on my dome at this rate. But that wouldn't make a bad breakfast, though, would it? Just smell this mountain air. And only moderate to
Like,
severe amounts of hazardous
I'm really
particles.
confused. Like, is the Fallout radio like actually like sus? Because there's a bunch of people with videos and stuff playing it. Mm. I have to wait until 2067? Why am I getting hurt? Oh, that's not me. Yeah, I don't. But, well, let's. Okay. Yeah, it's wild how even like all of these people that made the Fallout music, like most of them made it before copyright was even a fucking thing. And unfortunately, because of that, they're protected until 2067. I'll I'll be I'll be over 70 years old. Um, yeah, I'll be a little bit over 70 years old. Um, but I find it weird that some of these channels get struck, but some of them don't. Yeah. I also find it funny that they're copyrighted and stuff, and that these guys can actually still use it. Um, yeah, it's actually ridiculous that they did that. I'm gonna do something real quick. I'm sorry I've been silent and doing nothing for good like 10, 20 minutes. I'm, I'm setting something up right now. Oh god. It broke. It already broke. Yeah, it already broke. 2 gigs of RAM. That should be good. That's not what I want.
Through every domain, P or remote desktop protocol is the tool. It allows you to
Oh,
see and interact.
stop that. What? What the heck is happening? Stop. Alright, let me do something. Alright, where's my history? I guess I didn't actually, like,
I run the ballroom dancing class on Tuesday afternoons, where 17 survivors try to waltz to scratchy tunes. I teach them proper posture, how to hold a partner's hand, like we're at a cotillion, I'm at the wasteland. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, spin beneath the broken ceiling beam. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, dancing through the end of dreams. We glide across the concrete floor like it's a marble hall. And for 3 minutes every week we still remember how to fall in love, in love, in love. They ask me why it matters, learning steps from 55. I tell them grace and beauty prove we're still somehow alive. So we practice dips and twirls in our gas masks and our rags, while the Geiger counter chatters like a rhythm track that drags. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, spin beneath the...
oh god damn it. Hopefully they don't fucking copyright me for that. I hate people sometimes. Alright, I love how it say non-copyrighted and then a bunch of copyright bullshit. Mm. Mm. Well, we're gonna have to do no radio for a little while. I don't want it loud. I just want like the ambience of it. Yeah, that's.
Coordinates 1814-2274-648. Repeat active.
Oh, it's really not that far.
Coordinates 1814-2274-648. Repeat active. Coordinates 1814-2274-648. Repeat active. Coordinates 1814-2274-648. Repeat active. Coordinates 1814-2274-648. Repeat active.
Okay.
Coordinates 1814-2274-648. Repeat active. Coordinates Repeat active. Coordinates 1814-2274-64.
Alright, I think I
Repeat active.
found the radio station that we can go for. Says it's fair use.
My sleepy nights.
Coordinates
And tonight, we tune in to the scratchy frequencies of the wasteland.
Repeat active.
And if you enjoyed tonight's Fallout broadcast, please give us a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It helps others find the channel and keeps DJ Rads spinning in the wasteland.
Yep.
You can also support us on our Patreon, where you get access to our Spotify playlist and early access to all of these stories.
The channel is
But for now,
the channel that I
Let's
just put
get
on is
cozy.
called Good Night's Sleep.
cue the static and tune
It
in
has a bunch of different
to the midnight oil.
music. Yeah, there's a bunch of different ones. And it's fair use, so other streamers and people that make videos can use it. I'm probably gonna have to cut out that one little bit of music earlier. I'm also gonna have to turn this down.
Promised me love, there's no more sleepless nights.
There we go.
Sleepless nights, no more tearful sighs. In your arms I found my paradise.
Now, I hope to God my game doesn't crash because it likes doing that a lot.
You're listening to Galaxy News Radio, broadcasting across the capital wasteland, the voice of survival in these uncertain times.
Repeat active.
Like I said, this music is strictly for
with your
ambience.
host, the ghoul with the golden voice, DJ Rags.
Yeah. I just checked out the channel a little bit more in depth, and yeah, they have a lot of different music. They have stuff from Lord of Ring style. I think I saw Inspector Gadget. And then there was more.
Night owls, insomniacs, and creatures that literally can't sleep because mutation has eliminated your eyelids. We've got your next 4 hours covered
Not
with wasteland
at the
updates,
start.
caller segments, and music that's almost as decayed as my skin. Current wasteland status shows, well, it's still a wasteland. Super mutant activity reported near Big Town. Residents advised to hide any and all protein sources, including themselves. The last settlement that tried negotiating ended up as a lunch with a side of fancy lad snack cakes. Regular fashion this season continues to feature spikes, leather, and the questionable aesthetic choice of carrying around body parts. Remember when people just wore
they went through it
shoes to look cool? Those were the days. Brotherhood of Steel spotted collecting
Production
pretty
log,
more
Golly
tech
Mine.
from DC ruins.
881
In
Interstate
unrelated news,
59.
my toaster
Collection
has gone
period
missing.
4/18/77 to
Listening, tell them it
10/18/77.
wasn't advanced
Iron
technology. It
0.65
couldn't even
tons,
toast evenly.
coal 0.1 tons,
Though I suppose
uranium
200 years of nuclear
0.006
fallout would
tons.
affect the quality.
Foreman notation: boss, this all is miserable.
And
Usable
I'm
ores
seeing the
slip below the break-even
usual
point.
midnight traffic
We're dried
of
up.
trading
Maybe it's
caravans.
time we reach out to the
Nothing our
Hornwrights,
brave
see if some of their
provisioners
machines
can't
can kickstart things.
Though reports say they're taking longer routes to avoid something. More on that later, folks. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Are you suffering from radiation sickness? Hair falling out, extra limbs growing in, skin peeling off like wallpaper in a hurricane? Try Doc Crocker's Miracle Elixir. Feeling a limb about to fall off? Hair growing in unusual places? Or not growing at all? Doc Crocker's Miracle Elixir is definitely not just whiskey with glowing fungus mixed in. Available at all reputable trading posts or from that suspicious guy behind the saloon.
Side effects may include hallucinations, additional mutations, spontaneous combustion, or the uncontrollable urge to dig at holes at night. Do not take if you are pregnant, planning to become pregnant, or have recently consumed raw meat of questionable origin.
Yep, this definitely had a little bit of Fallout
Nothing
feels.
says trustworthy medicine no longer than the actual
Yeah,
advertisement.
I think it's absolute horse
As
crap that
always, our
even when you're
channels
playing the
are
game
open
and the
for
music is
all
playing
your
in the game,
calls.
it's still
Okay. Let's see
it's still grounds
what's
for
burning
copyright.
midnight
Like
oil out
that's
there in the
dumb.
irrigated plains.
I understand that the copyright laws are kind of
Wasteland
dog crap.
live across the capital wasteland.
Same with the copyright policies. Too.
Yeah. This is
Oh.
Marcus.
Okay.
Caravan guard out of Bunker Hill.
What's happening out there in the wasteland trenches, Marcus?
Yeah, so, there's this trader who swears he's trained mole rats to sniff out pre-war tech. Charges people like 50 cabs for a mole rat consultation.
The entrepreneurial spirit lives on, I see. Nothing like post-nuclear capitalism to warm my irritated heart.
It's just, Rex, the problem is the mole rats, they just keep running off with people's shiny stuff. 3 traders have lost their inventories, but the guy keeps insisting they're just collecting more data. The last guy lost a whole shipment of fusion cells when the mole rats dragged them into their nest.
Sounds like a literal case of highway ratbury. Thank you. I'm here all night. But seriously, this must be the
I
first
really like this radio. I'm probably going to be using it every time I stream this. Every time I stream Fallout.
The rad
No
roaches
matter
in
what.
the underworld for years.
The guy's running some kind of scam, but here's the weird part, Rats. Those mole rats, they're all wearing little tiny backpacks. And some of them have been seen miles away. You know, still carrying goods, all heading in the same direction.
Tiny backpacks? Either that's the cutest heist in wasteland history, or someone's training a mole rat army. Either way, keep your valuables secured, listeners. Maybe invest in a good mousetrap. Or 100 by the sounds of things.
Just thought people should know. I gotta go. I think I hear our competition approaching. And by competition, I mean people with guns who want our stuff.
And that's life in the caravan business, folks. Remember, it's not about surviving the journey. It's about having enough ammo to make the return trip.
Alright. Carl, you're in charge while I'm gone.
Line
Congratulations.
2.
And no, this doesn't
Who's
mean they're
calling?
paying you more. Looks good on a resume, though. Supply cage is locked up. Code isn't on the bulletin board. Double check everything before you close up. Some of these guys forget to put stuff back. On the bulletin board.
Brother Gamma, faithful servant of Adam's holy glow.
Ah, the Church of the Eternal Glow. Always a pleasure to hear from Wasteland's most radiant believers. What's the worship of all things that make Geiger counters tick?
Well, we've discovered that Adam's divine glow has been speaking to us, Brother Raz. When we in the crater at midnight, the voices tell us the future.
I see, and has it occurred to you that those voices might be your brain cells screaming just as they die? Just a thought.
Non-believers always say that, but the glow has revealed that interdimensional beings will soon arrive through the Great Divide. The division is coming in a form no one expected.
And just a question, have you considered that maybe it's just the Med-X talking? Or possibly that irradiated water you folks are so fond of bathing in?
Okay, gang, the boss wanted me to leave you some instructions. You apparently can't run this mine without me holding your hand. We're gonna light this place up today. The holes are drilled, so just get the dynamite packed in and wired up. Make sure everyone's a safe distance this time. Tommy, you do not touch the plungers. Got it? You're the reason we're down 2 guys this month. Carl, you're in charge. Don't fuck this up.
We've been seeing all the signs. People moving wrong. Machines turning on without any power. Memories that cannot exist becoming real.
Ah, yes, the classic signs of the apocalypse. Or possibly radiation poisoning. So hard to do to tell the difference these days.
We welcome all to witness the revelation. Come to Crater Adam at midnight tomorrow. Bring offerings of glowing materials and clean water. We also accept bottle caps and packaged snack foods.
At least your interdimensional apocalypse has a solid business model. Wasteland entrepreneurship at its finest.
The glow will remember those who mocked DJ Raz. But Atom is forgiving. We shall save you a spot in the division.
Well, that's certainly something. If anyone decides to attend tomorrow's end-of-world party, remember to pack rad away. Lots of it. And maybe some rad X. And a hazmat suit. And your last will and testament.
Hey! Over here!
Now,
Don't shoot!
how about some music to take your mind off impending interdimensional
Tell me you got a
doom?
stim pack. I'm hurting here.
Here's a fresh hit.
Oh, thank God. Thank you. Good to know there's still some heart out there. So, you the cavalry then? Duchess send you to save our tails? Much as I appreciate it, I'm not the one who needs helping right now. See, these scorched things have been harrying the bar. Me and my bot sis Polly got the bright idea to track down their nest and clear them out. But a couple of them got the drop on us before Polly chased them off deeper into the mine. I heard some fighting, but then nothing. I think she's hurt. Look, you've got to find Polly. I can't be the reason she... Look, just find her. Please.
Yeah, sure.
Don't run from love, it's here today.
It's... Look, when you get Polly back, but first, I need you to save her. Whoa, 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 whoa! The only thing you need to worry about right now? Go in there? Thank you, thank you.
I wanted to see
Once
what
you've
he...
got her, just bring her back to the Wayward. I'll be there. And tell her I'm sorry I couldn't be the one to save her.
Welcome back. You're listening to The Midnight Oil with me, DJ. Go back to the lines.
I think I'm gonna switch to this. I don't want to accidentally destroy Polly.
Midnight Oil.
Some of the friendly NPCs can get damaged this time.
Rivet City Security. Yeah, got a situation here. I thought your listeners should know about, especially if they're planning on visiting.
Rivet City. Our favorite aircraft carrier turned settlement. What's happening in the floating fortress of Technis?
Yeah, so, it's about Dr. Zimmer's android experiments. They're getting out of hand.
Ah, yes, the Commonwealth's finest synthetic human maker. What's he done now? Created androids that tell actually funny jokes?
Well, one of them malfunctioned yesterday and spent 3 hours trying to have a conversation with a violent captain. Kept asking it about the day and complimenting its organization skills.
Well, in fairness, that filing cabinet has been more productive than most of my co-workers.
Another one keeps insisting it's human, despite occasionally sparking and
Oh yeah,
referring to its childhood home as assembly line B.
071990.
One of them tried to blend in by drinking an entire bottle of whiskey in one go. No effect, obviously, but Ed spent the next hour pretending to be drunk.
So they're malfunctioning in adorably human ways. I've seen real humans do worse after a night at the Muddy Rudder.
That means there's an ID card somewhere.
You know, this morning,
I wonder where.
breakfast menu and said,
Come across anything like that.
human food for a human being, because I am definitely human and require human sustenance.
That's...
Then it started, staring at everyone for 5 minutes without blinking.
Sounds like Dr. Zimmer needs to work on his how to human programming. But between us, I've known ghouls who fit in better.
Just warning your listeners, rats. If you visit Rivet City and someone seems off, staring too long, moving too precisely, or even just asking
Yeah,
questions about
I haven't put key cards
bodily
in.
functions. Maybe
Do I have to go deeper?
maybe
Is
just
that
keep your
why?
distance.
Noted. Watch out for socially awkward robots pretending to be people. Though, honestly, that describes half the Brotherhood of Steel as well.
Oh, gotta go, rats. One of them is trying to take a shower with its clothes on.
Hey! Someone there? I could use a lift.
Ah, the challenges of
You are a sight for sore. You happen to see a young man on your way through? Early 20s? Rough around the edges?
shortages.
Yeah.
He's alive? Thank God. That's good to hear. So, what do you say you and I help each other out? You get me back to the Wayward, and I'll help you bake to a crisp anything that bothers us on our way out the door.
Are you tired of raiders stealing your stuff? Concerned about super mutants using your limbs as party decorations? Try
One too many of those crystalline creeps. I'll give them this. They may be hideous, stupid, ugly, bad-smelling, poorly dressed, tactically backwards, and overly forward with a lady. But they are fearless. Enough of them rushed me at once that it severed my neck bracing. And so the curtain rises on my current predicament. Now, are you gonna help me out?
Yeah.
Nothing says welcome home.
That's the ticket. Now, let's...
With a communist infiltrator.
You hear that? Sounds like those things have regrouped. How about we make them regret it?
Burning the midnight oil out
One
there
bot,
with me
built to kill.
Oh. Oh. I'm playing Half-Life now?
This is Resident Evil from Vault 111. Sure, if I recalling.
Ooh, good shot.
Oh god. I already hate this.
Who's the killing machine now?
I literally have to... Oh, okay.
Protocol, but you know, I found
Okay.
I don't know how to describe it.
I do not care. I am not using her head again. As
Look wrong. Reality? Wrong how? Like my skin is falling off?
Polly.
Lies wrong?
Fucking god.
Because that's my everyday experience.
Wrong? Kind of wrong, like, you look
No, I want to know how much you frickin' weigh.
sometimes they're there,
Okay, that doesn't make sense.
sometimes they're
Why would I suddenly just jump up in a crap ton of weight?
people who work near them report seeing themselves in places they haven't ever been. One researcher swears he saw himself walk into a room while he was already inside it.
Either that's quantum mechanics or really good moonshine. Possibly both.
The files The files mention creating controlled tears in the space-time continuum and establishing contact with parallel realities. But the really strange thing is that some of the dates on the files are from... Oh, they're from the future.
I don't...
Oh no, that's a security sweep. They can't find me in here. I've already been reprimanded for asking too many...
Violation of curfew protocol. Return to your designated living quarters immediately.
I have to go, but listen. You hear reports of strange time anomalies or people appearing in multiple places? It might be connected to...
I guess this is actually where I'm supposed to go. Let's go this way.
Satisfied remember their slogan. We're not experimenting on you, but also don't read the fine print. Though I have to say, time manipulation is a new one. Usually it's just social experiments. Speaking of time, it's time for our traffic and weather update for all you late-night travelers.
Damn! Ammo finally corroded. What cave really did a number on it? I'm not going to be much help now.
Death crabs continues to cause delays on the
I don't need your help. You were actually kind of garbage back there.
Routes, like literally
like almost absolute
else.
garbage. That
Survivor
was bad.
They're attracted to flashlights.
I know why people go with the Gatling instead.
And quiet. Weather update. Rad storm approaching from the glowing sea. All humans advised to seek shelter. Ghouls remember to exfoliate. It's nature's spa day. Expect green skies.
Oh, there's a player over here.
And a 70% chance of developing a third nostril if you stay outside too long.
A tent!
And a special note, Mirelurk mating season begins tomorrow. If you hear clicking, either Mirelurk is looking for love or broken. Way run.
Oh, rat.
Romantic intentions. Now, let's slow things down with a little music.
Farm. Oh, big farm.
Why must they haunt me so? Each secret kiss means no one else to know. But I care forever if only
I can hear you.
that you stay.
You're walking around.
In this forbidden
Oh, then. Oh.
Makes my remaining heartstrings tingle. Let's see here. Oh, we've got another color labeling. Wasteland Comm Line 5. You're live across the capital wasteland.
I'm calling from Point Lookout. Something strange is happening here, man. Something,
Point Lookout, home of swamp folk, mirelurks, and fog that probably violates several pre-war environmental regulations. What's happening in everyone's favorite vacation out there?
I've been,
Okay, use the bug mix.
scavenging near the old research facility on the north side.
I don't even know where I am at in this anymore.
Started seeing people, but they don't move right. They ain't moving right.
Point Lookout residents not moving right? I hate to break it to you, but that's been a thing since the bombs fell. Something about the water there.
No, Rats, I'm not. Look, this is something different. Their arms.
Every time.
Legs.
Every time I get that, I get the first one, it's always a try reset.
And their smiles are too wide. Like
I don't like how small this is though.
impossibly wide. I watched one of them turn their head completely backward while their body kept walking forward.
Well, sounds like you found the annual Wasteland Yoga Retreat. Or possibly a settlement that discovered a vodka still. Flexibility is important in these trying times.
I'm being serious here. They walk like they don't understand how
That's trippy.
supposed to work or something. It's like they're wearing human suits that don't fit right. They're all heading to the research center at exactly midnight. Every single night.
Alright, I'm out of here.
Gatherings of
I'm going to where I'm supposed to.
anatomically incorrect people. Could be a new cult. The wasteland does love its
I'll explore that
cults.
later.
Better fashion sense than the children of Adam, at least.
This is more of a talk show radio. I kind of miffed that, but I
I don't know how to say this, like, it flickered. Flickered like it was there and not there.
he's basically doing the stream for me.
And when it reached the facility, it just passed through the wall. Not through a door. Through a solid wall. Oh God. Oh God, they're outside. How did they find me? I can see them through the boarded windows, their faces. Their faces are all wrong.
Maybe it's time to relocate your scavenging grounds. This than literally anywhere else.
Coming through the walls.
Let's hope our friend from Point Lookout just had a bad batch of Radro treat. Hallucinations are a common side effect of, well, pretty much everything in the wasteland, really. But speaking of things that probably don't exist, it's time for another word from our sponsors.
Have mysterious dimensional anomalies got you down? Worried about reality breaking apart at the seams? Try Vault-Tech's new reality stabilization pills.
Just one pill per day keeps those pesky time-space distortions at bay. I now see fewer impossible creatures, and I experience linear time as God and Vault-Tech intended.
Warning, side effects may include hallucinations, existential dread, and the unshakable feeling that you're actually in a simulation.
Vault-Tech. We caused most problems we now solve.
Back at long last. But where's our girl?
Specific.
Did you find
All
Polly?
right, half the gang reunited. Just have to find our girl, and we'll be all set.
But that would require functioning surveillance technology and corporate entities that survive nuclear annihilation.
Oh, God. Polly?
Whoa. You're not looking so great, darling.
Duchess, I'm not feeling great.
Friend, why don't you sit her down? Jug should do the trick.
Scribe Halen, Brotherhood of Steel.
This is real snug.
That's
not gonna do it all.
More
Oh,
information
Polly.
than I needed, but
This is all my fault.
Solomon, no. Don't you dare. This is not...
Oil due for the technology
Duchess, tell me you emptied this out.
Did I? You know, I'm 80%.
Duchess,
It's all right. I can fix this. There's a robotics shop over in Somersville that... Oh.
Solomon, you're going nowhere. Look, I'm sorry to even ask, but is there any chance you might be able to help us out here? I can make it worth your while. Find Polly this new body.
Coffee maker, have you?
I'll tell you everything I know about Crane and his treasure.
please say yes.
Confiscate my backup microphone.
This is serious. The readings show spikes of what our scientists are calling...
You are a lifesaver. Here, take this. It's a signal beacon. Just plant that on Polly's new frame, and we'll handle it from there.
And here, you'll need this to get into the place. Just leave it unlocked so we can come and get the body later. And make sure it's pristine. No damage, no reprogramming.
Children of Adam and our
Factory defaults only.
Scavenger.
I don't want anything going wrong in the transfer.
Seems to be happening at midnight.
And at the risk of sounding like a broken record,
Maybe the wasteland
thank you.
is turning
We'll
into
all
a
owe you
quantum
big after this.
pumpkin.
We believe it may be connected to pre-war experiments conducted by the government. According to recovered files, they were attempting to harness quantum energy as a power source, or possibly a weapon.
Because that always ends well. What's your interest? Planning to stick it in a suit of power armor?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Dangerous technology from falling into the wrong hands.
I'm gonna keep the radio on, so at least there's something to listen to while I'm gone.
From any pre-war research facilities, especially between 11 p.m.
And don't worry, the actual, like, radio show is halfway done, so.
Now I've heard everything.
Yeah, I didn't read that correctly. Alright, I'll be back. It's gonna go quiet for a few seconds, but I'll bring it back up.
certification to complete Brotherhood patrol.
So you can do what exactly? Ask them nicely to stop breaking physics?
That's classified. Just stay away from the anomalies. Brotherhood out.
The Brotherhood of Steel. Solving the Wasteland's problems by confiscating them and not telling anyone what they're doing. A time-honored tradition. Okay, let's take another break here. How about this little number?
Strange things are happening tonight. Shadows shifting, reality always at midnight. Hold tight, my darling. Stay by my side. Don't run, baby. This dimension slips away. Let worlds unravel. Promise me you'll stay. Don't run, baby. I'll hold you anyway. Don't run, baby. Even if reality breaks today.
Ah, yes. Solid survival advice set to music. Remember, kids, running just activates their predatory instincts. Walk casually toward the nearest building while maintaining eye contact and keeping your weapons ready. I think we might be ready for another call. Let's see, yes. Wasteland Hotline 7. Who's burning the midnight oil out there?
This is Dr. Preston from Rivet City Medical. Wanted to reach out about something. Something concerning. We're seeing in patients lately.
Ah, medical mysteries in the wasteland. Let me guess, new and exciting radiation symptoms, extra toes, glowing bodily fluids.
I wish it were that simple. We're seeing patients showing possible symptoms. They're remembering things that never happened. Places that don't exist.
Well, that's just Tuesday in the wasteland. I still remember the good old days when, in reality, I was probably just eating rat roaches in a sewer somewhere.
No, this is different. They have detailed, consistent memories of events that couldn't have happened. One patient described working at Coca-Cola plant that was never built. Another remembers growing up in a settlement that, according to every map and record, doesn't exist.
That's fascinating. Never been concerned, I'm sure.
Yes, but a huge
liquor, like my commitment to sobriety, or actually disappear and reappear?
The latter. One moment they're sitting on the examination table, and the next they're gone. Just for a split second. I mean, blink and you miss it. But on the medical instruments, their bodies flatline completely during those moments. They stop existing.
That's not normal, even by our significantly relaxed wasteland standards of normal.
All the affected patients report being near pre-war research facilities recently. And all of them describe, strangely, all of them describe having the same dream. Standing in a white room with multiple versions of themselves, while something watches from behind a glass wall.
Well, that's not ominous at all. Any treatment working?
Nothing conventional. But we've noticed the symptoms decrease when patients are surrounded by lead shielding. Almost like blocking something beyond radiation.
Hats for everyone then? Is that what we're saying? Wasteland fashion takes another exciting turn.
Just warning people to stay away from old research facilities. Especially at...
Let me guess. At midnight.
Yes. Midnight. How did you know that?
I'm just connecting some dots from our callers tonight. Seems midnight is the new happy hour for quantum weirdness.
I have to go now. More patients coming in, but please, please, tell your listeners they must take this
Okay,
seriously.
I am back.
You know, folks, I usually dismiss these kind of patterns as coincidence or too much jet, but we're hearing some
Alright,
persistently weird reports tonight. The children of Adam's prophecies.
Yeah, I'm gonna fast travel. I don't.
Lookout scavengers,
Way down
bending
there.
people, brotherhoods, energy readings, and now medical anomalies. So I've been.
I'm really tired. I haven't slept in the past like 24 hours.
And here's where it
I'm
gets
exhausted.
weird. Every
I can't help it
location
either.
is
I have sciatica, so when
wrong movements,
unfortunately my leg is constantly tingling, feeling weird.
places where
I don't.
they were messing
I don't take any like medication or anything.
Diet Nuka-Cola or quantum physics.
I'm gonna stash my power armor for chassis.
The Church of Eternal Glow scripture mentions the Great Divide opening when the machines of old sing together.
And I'm gonna
Anyone else
scrap.
notice the power surges happening across the wasteland at exactly midnight for the past week?
Yeah, so having
But before we go,
sciatic fucking sucks.
let's hear from our favorite
That is not the mod I wanted to get from that 4-star legendary.
Pick me up that might also pick your atoms apart.
Try Nuka-Cola Quantum, now with even more isotopes for that extra kick. The drink that makes your insides tingle, literally.
Nuka-Cola Quantum. Your urine will glow for weeks, but boy, is it worth it.
Available wherever fine beverages are scavenged. Remember, If it doesn't make your Pip-Boy crackle, it's not quantum.
Nothing washes down existential dread like a beverage.
Not completely new, but it's incredibly basic.
Wasteland Con Line 8. You're live across the wasteland.
Finally got through. This is Dr.
There's a
Morrison,
player over here.
formerly of Mass Fusion. Been around since before the bombs. Feels like it. Been trying to reach someone about what's happening.
A pre-war
I see him on the map.
scientist. Now things are getting interesting. What illuminating creatures can you share with us, Doc?
I know what's causing these anomalies. I was part of the team that created them. Or at least the technology that's now malfunctioning.
Ladies and gentlemen, the plot thickens. Do tell all.
Before the war, the government had a network of research facilities working on something called Project Dimensional Resonance. The goal was to observe and potentially access parallel realities.
Because one nuclear wasteland wasn't enough, we needed the multiverse of madness.
It was theoretical then, but we built devices, resonators, that could thin
Lively.
the barriers between our dimensions.
Oh.
And let
What
us
do we have here? Are you another ghost?
Ghost?
I cannot bring you the peace you require, Spirit. Leave me be.
They weakened reality itself in certain places. And now, after all these
So I thought. I understand your plight, Spirit. My name's Skinner, and I am trapped in here, much like you are trapped in undeath. Now, what do you require to leave me alone?
That's going to make them unbearable to talk to.
Well, Spirit, unfortunately, Assaultrons are military-grade hardware. As such, all of our machines have already been spoken for. Outstanding deal with the United States military, just waiting for pickup. You understand.
the church built their temples on the same spots.
You're a Duncan?
People naturally feel.
I perhaps see some distant resemblance, Spirit. But Mr. Duncan, why, they'd tan my hide if I gave away an Assaultron. Here, you may take the Protectron. You can find it in the adjacent room. It was slated for one of the lesser clans in the region, the Garahans, or some such. Mr. Duncan, I'm sure, would be thrilled to keep it in the family.
We call them observers.
And you'll do what exactly? Kill me? Release at long last? As welcome a change as that may be, I really should decline. But here, it's been so long since anyone's given even a thought to what I may want. You'll find it upstairs.
Folks, I don't know if you can hear that, but my equipment is
By all
going
means.
haywire.
You know, I kind of want to put her on
I
the...
do hope the new machine is serving you well. We pride ourselves on our dedication to quality.
Bottle of whiskey.
Listen to me. Resonators are activating because of power surges in the old grid. The drone. All at the same. We need to disconnect. Way over widely considered.
Well, that was dramatic and potentially apocalyptic. Normally I'd write this off as the ramblings of radiation-soaked brains, but, Wastelanders, my studio appears to be experiencing some, creative redecorating. The walls are doing things walls shouldn't do, and I'm pretty sure my coffee cup just winked at me. In related news, I can now confirm that the children of Adam aren't completely wrong, which is perhaps the most terrifying news I've delivered in 200 years of broadcasting. If you're near a church of the eternal glow site, maybe consider a vacation somewhere far away.
This is weird.
Mojave. For those of you who aren't near one, congratulations. Your apocalypse remains the standard nuclear variety, not the extra-dimensional upgrade package.
Read between the lines, James.
Well, while
They changed the code to the Assaultron showroom, James, and you have to make your sale some other way. And I've already given you the code, and you don't need me. But as you've shown, Tripoing? What? Around with those goons? You never have read between the lines, James. I have. I changed the code to the Assaultron. You have to make your set. 88888.
In the dark, where secrets hide, strangers whisper, voices lonely.
That's actually kind of funny.
Something's coming through from worlds we never knew. Hear them
Sentrybot model.
falling, whispers coming through. Keep me near. I fear it's
There has to be another model somewhere.
the something coming through.
Yeah, I got one model. I don't see another one.
And we're back.
Spirit, are we to be your new haunt? Delightful.
My microphone tried to melt.
Yeah, I'll come by here every day. Just to bug you. Take your shit.
Rewound themselves to recordings I never made. And I'm pretty sure I just saw myself walk past the studio window.
Why couldn't I?
Twice? But the show must go on. Wasteland Com Line 9.
Oh god.
Please tell me you have some
I just sneezed and it's all over me. I'll be right back. Oh god.
The resonators, they're all activating at once. I'm at the Robco research facility. And the whole building is pulsing. Like it's breathing.
Are you with the Brotherhood, Dr. Morrison? Anyone who knows how to stop this madness?
No, I'm just a scavenger who picked the wrong night for a supply run, but I overheard the Brotherhood team. They said something about a main control terminal in the basement level, if someone could reach it. Oh God.
Whoa.
Oh God. The air is
Alright, I'm back.
I can see the
I had to get it. Tissue.
air folding. I can see through it.
I sneezed and yeah, the snot just flew out.
On the other side, there are fingers moving through the opening.
What? What do they look like? Are they armed? Are they hostile?
They don't look like anything. They look like shapes. The shapes that keep changing. There's too many angles. Eyes where there shouldn't be eyes. There.
I'm going to assume that wasn't a positive development.
Ugh.
Folks, I'm not one for panic, but if you're near any pre-war research facility right now, it might be a good time to relocate quickly. And if you see anything that moves wrong or doesn't quite look so, don't reach, don't talk, and definitely don't find a way for a drop.
It's hard work taking a look at
I didn't mean to kill him. I thought this was supposed to heal him. It does that on like quest objectives. Why didn't it do it on the settler? It's literally a medic's gun. It's supposed to heal it. Or maybe the radiation just straight up killed him. That could be it.
This is not a drill. Repeat.
Well, that's reassuring. The Brotherhood of Steel is I feel safer already. Nothing says we've got this under control like an evacuation order for half the wasteland. While the Brotherhood attempts to shoot physics into submission, let's hear from one more caller. Wasteland Comm Line 10. You're live in what might be our final broadcast. No pressure. Enjoying your apocalypse.
such concepts. They offer transcendence. Already our brothers and sisters who have been touched are changing, becoming more than human. Their forms shift and multiply. Their eyes see across all realities at once.
So, they're turning into these things?
Back to the wayward.
And you're okay with this?
It is glorious. Brother Gamma now exists in 3 places simultaneously. Sister Theta's consciousness has expanded across 12 bodies. We are becoming as gods. The great division comes for all. Even now, they spread from our holy sites to seek new vessels. Adam's glory cannot be contained.
Wait a minute, they're spreading beyond the research facilities?
The barriers fall everywhere. Reality yields to superior existence. All shall be transformed. And what? No, wait, I'm not
Hey,
ready yet.
you got one. Signal's coming through loud and clear.
You know, I don't throw the word hero around a lot. Come over here and let's discuss, huh? Now, I presume... Now that's what I like to hear.
That was
It's true.
concerning.
You've worked, but that really just leaves one last topic for us to discuss,
This apocalypse are having
doesn't
second
it?
thoughts.
Crane, you ready to listen?
We have another
I'm just warning
emergency
you, I can't
broadcast
guarantee
cutting in.
you're going to be happy
This
with
is
what
Elder
I'm about to
Maxson.
say.
The Brotherhood has engaged the entities at all primary sites. Conventional weapons
Yes.
have limited effect.
At least,
We are
well,
deploying experimental pulse
it's better I
technology
walk you
to
through the
disrupt
whole
the
thing at
resonance
once.
fields. All
You ready to
civilians
hear
with
it?
Pip-Boys, turn to frequency 140.4
All right, then.
for emergency updates. Avoid any individuals
Follow me.
displaying unusual movements or physical
So,
distortions.
I've
Do not
known
approach
where
the
Crane
affected
is.
research
I
facilities
know
under
where his
any
treasure is,
circumstances.
but, well, there's a problem.
Well, you heard the man. Stay away from weird science buildings and people doing the interdimensional shuffle. And tune to the Brotherhood frequency if you want military updates delivered
Honey,
with zero charm
you
or
awake?
personality.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Huh.
Missed a little bit of
Equipment
snot.
seems to be normalizing. Either the Brotherhood's pulse technology is working, or
You want to give him a little
the
nudge?
interdimensional beings got a good look at our world and decided it wasn't worth the trouble. Can't say I blame them. Post-nuclear apocalyptic wasteland.
That's all he said.
slightly
Jesus,
unique
Duchess.
work isn't the most appealing.
That thing's been up here the whole time?
That thing is Crane, Solomon. And what exactly would you have liked me to
well.
do with him?
Put it out of its misery. Those things are killers, Duchess.
Survive this
Paulie and I have the
particular
scars to prove
Tuesday
it.
After all.
I don't recall yielding the floor to
Weird
debate here.
distortions in my studio seem
You
to be
agree with me,
fading, and I
don't you?
haven't seen any alternative versions of myself in at least 5 minutes. Progress. I think that will be all for
well,
tonight's
look,
broadcast of the Midnight
I may not
Oil.
have all the
Remember,
information here,
folks,
but
in a world where
all I've heard
cows
is,
and walking corpses
well,
like myself are normal.
no.
Maybe
Once the infection's this far
interdimensional
gone.
horrors are
Then
just
so is the
next
person
logical
inside.
step in wasteland evolution.
I know.
Until
You're right.
tomorrow night,
Assuming
there is one.
I couldn't.
This is DJ Rads.
Please.
Reminding you that whether it's
Just make it
Raiders,
quick.
Deathclaws,
Of course.
or beings
Unless
from beyond space
you want
and
to take care of it.
time, the wasteland was already trying to kill you anyway.
This has been The Midnight Oil with DJ
And who knows
Raz,
how long that'll
brought
take?
to you by Radiation
We just wait
King
around for this thing to get loose in the
They
hopes
don't
that...
work anymore.
I'm sorry, but Crane's gone.
In a pinch. Radiation King, proudly emitting harmful
Murder?
particles since 2052.
No,
You've been listening to Galaxy News Radio.
Who knows?
Broadcasting across the
Maybe-
Capital Wasteland.
maybe he
Remember,
gets lucky.
reality distortions and
Be a nice
existential
change
dread
for
should
you,
be
wouldn't it,
reported
Mr.
to your
Crane?
local Brotherhood representative.
Get him far,
Remaining human is
far
never.
away. In the interim,
Coming up
honey,
next,
you're going to
we'll have
need
a
to reach
little
into Crane's
song to play
pocket
us
there.
out, followed by 6 hours of static
According to that
interference
map, the
may
treasure
or
is in
may
some kind of
not
special
contain
cache tucked away
messages
inside
from
Golly
beyond the
Mine,
veil of reality.
sealed away behind a
Or
keycard
it
locked
just
door.
could be
Golly
my
Mine.
ancient broadcasting
That's where Polly and I
equipment
tracked the
finally
Scorched.
giving up.
Son of a... Does
Either
that...
way, it'll sound better than
Did
my
you
ex-wife's
lure those damn
holotape
things here when
collection.
you found the cache?
Good night.
You sure you still want to let him go?
Hush, Solomon. Now, this cache. I tried to check it out myself, but I didn't get real far. You're already intimately acquainted with Golly, so I suspect you've got the best shot at actually laying hands on whatever's in there. So, here are my terms. I will let you keep said map and access card. No strings attached. As payment for everything you've done for us. But I need your word you'll come back. And buy a drink every now and then. And none of that cheap stuff I serve to the scrappers in Saul.
Hey.
I'm just realizing that having the right people in your life is more important than chasing riches. Honey, I'll take it in tips. Now, there anything... No idea, sweetheart. He was only ever here alone. I'll be fine. This... Lucky for me, I just happen to have access to a variety of mind-altering substances. So, I'll bounce back.
Yeah,
Thank you for
that's
asking.
true.
Maybe I have great vision. Maybe he wore shirts with too many buttons undone. Maybe you don't need an answer to that question. You got what you needed. What say you let a lady maintain her air of mystery? Good luck.
And the world starts to wake. I cherish our
You.
moments. It's the
Poor guy.
love that we make. With laughter and warmth, we dance through the day. In this sweet harmony, there's no more sleepless nights. No more sleepless nights. No more tearful sighs. In your arms I found my paradise.
I guess we're going back to the cave that we found Saul and them. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I hope everybody that watches this has a great day. I'm pretty sure most won't get to this point watching it, but still. I would love to vent a little bit about my life, but I'm gonna try to keep it quiet, even though mental stuff right now, and yeah, this would be the place to air it out. But yeah, a lot of it would be me sounding like a whiny little child. my problems aren't even close to as bad as some others. Especially with the way the world is going now and the actions that are and the things that are taking place. In recent days, recent months, but I don't really have any friends anymore. I kind of broke it off. I broke off with all my high school friends years ago, but I had a few online friends that I talked to basically every day. But unfortunately, I kind of fucked that up. It's somewhat complicated. It was actually shortly after Charlie Kirk passed. Rest in peace, bless his soul. He is now one of God's true soldiers. And he continues to fight the good fight upstairs.
Error. Hit boy registration required. Please report to main office.
But yeah, so ever since then, I've not really talked to people. I talk to people like when I'm at work and stuff, but it's not the same. They're strictly coworkers. Like as soon as I get a ride to work and from. Well, sometimes I walk home from work. But yeah, okay. But yeah, I can't talk to them about important stuff because, well, one, they're coworkers and I have to see them every fucking day. But another is that I don't want to bring it on to them, so I might as well bring it on. Might as well trauma dump. Well, not really trauma dump, but vent to my non-existent online audience. Like, I'm almost 30, living with my mom and her husband. And that's really common right now, given the economy and so on. But the thing is, I haven't done anything with my life, and then I see all these people that are around the same age as me, of course through YouTube. A lot of them are doing absolutely wonderful. They're having great lives. Like, I'm not even talking about like the big YouTubers. I'm talking about like small ones that have just been doing stuff for a few days or for a few years on YouTube and stuff. Like, and some of them still have like jobs and so on, but it's unfortunately I have a big mindset where I have envy for these people because a lot of them seem incredibly happy with their lives. Some of them not so much, but it's difficult for me. I've been dealing with depression and so on for quite a few years now, since I was a child, actually. And it's been gradually getting worse and worse. Big part of why I'm still here is because I have family that care, and also I'm terrified of what would happen if I did anything. I'm not in risk or anything unless something like absolutely dramatic happens. Like, as long as my family's around, I'm not really at risk. And they have a good 40 years still. Even my grandma still has a good like 30. So I'm not in any risk or whatever. Unfortunately, I can't get therapy because I can't afford it. But like I work at a fast food place. Like there's no way I can afford a fucking therapist. Especially when I make less than $2,000 a month. Like it's hard. Yeah, some days I end up feeling like it's... Is that a 1 or 3?
Pip-Boy detected. Registration complete. Countermeasures.
There we go. But yeah, I've been dealing with depression for a very long time. I've learned how to cope with it for the most part. Like I don't let it affect my daily life too much for the most part. I mean, today I let it affect me a lot. I had to help open like the fast food place, and unfortunately I couldn't do it, and it's usually only me and one other guy until me and the manager until like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning. And yeah, I felt like absolute crap. I couldn't move. I felt like I've never had night terrors, so I can't really describe it like that, but, or not night terrors, but like that sleep demon, sleep paralysis or whatever. I can't really compare it to that because I've never experienced it, and like I could move, it was just incredibly exhausting. Even now, like I said, I haven't slept. I was trying to sleep, but unfortunately with my sciatica, and then there's also me wanting to cry myself to sleep. It doesn't help. And you know, with me being a guy, while it's gotten better now, there still is a major stigma to a dude venting about his issues. Like, I was recently watching a video about, well, it was a political video about some very outrageous, in my eyes, mentally inefficient people. But I mean, aside from their common sense, they're pretty smart, but unfortunately they're using their brain in the wrong way. But yeah, Test flyer George, weapon selection, nothing too fancy, protester scares. Huh. But yeah, So I've been dealing with that. Like, I'm sure other people have felt this way, where they felt lonely even when they're around people. I have highs and lows. Like, there are times when suddenly my feelings would change. I don't think it's quite at a bipolar stage, but yeah, sometimes I'll just randomly crash out and feel like I can't do anything. And then, unfortunately, that also gets me...
Error. Dispenser token not detected. Please deposit token.
I'm gonna look up what different rewards this is real quick. But yeah, I've been dealing with depression for quite a few years, and it's gotten worse because, like I said, I've kind of cut off all contact with people outside of my family, and even then, I basically only talk to my mom and husband. Like, that's basically all I do. That, like, those two are my only contacts outside of work. I mean, I do talk to my grandma every once in a while, but because of the $2,000 a month, it's kind of more towards her helping me be able to get by. And I feel absolutely fucking horrible for it, and that doesn't help. Like, it's bad. Every time I have to ask a family member for money or something. Even today when I told... By the way, I'm almost 30 and I still have to ask, like, my mom for permission to be able to, like, not go to work or anything like that. I can't decide on my own because, unfortunately, in the past, I've had multiple moments where I wasn't working for extremely long periods of time because of my depression and other factors and it's all on me. Like, I know plenty of people that are just as, well, maybe not, I don't know. You can't really quantify depression because everybody's different, but there are, I know people that are similarly in a state to mine mentally, and they're doing a lot better. Like, they can go to their work. Matter of fact, that is probably the best time that they have of their day because they're around people. But for me, it's the exact opposite. I don't like being around my coworkers because, frankly, especially in a work setting, you always have to be careful what you say. It's different with actual friends, but in a work setting, you have to be relatively careful what you say for the most part. You don't want to, like, completely offend anybody at work because that just creates a huge issue. But yeah, I kind of cut off contact with them, with my online friends that I've had. And yeah, like I said, it was during the Charlie Kirk assassination, like a few days after it happened, is when we split off. It wasn't because of our different political ideals, and once again, Charlie Kirk, rest in peace. You are now by the Lord's side, and I hope you are enjoying your time in heaven, and may you watch over us. But yeah, it was during that. It was a dumbass argument. I something clicked in my brain, and yeah, I like disabled my Discord account for like a good like 3 months, and then I slowly like I didn't do anything like online or anything. I literally just went to work and came home and slept. Like that was it for a good 3 months, which probably also isn't healthy. But yeah, and then it's been 6 months now since I last talked to him. It's probably just gonna get larger because my friends aren't the type to reach out once a break happens. They're not. Well, sometimes they are, but not for this one, where I literally just unilaterally cut off contact. And it's all on me. I got heated over a stupid thing. But I believe it was also accumulation of just me going down the scroll, the death scroll of YouTube. And I was probably not in a good headspace there. Yeah, it's all on me. They did nothing wrong. But yeah, I cut off all contact with them. It's been half a year. And yeah, it's but yeah. So I've basically been alone, talking to basically no one. I do have another friend that I've gotten back into contact in IRL, like to where I could actually physically see him and stuff, but unfortunately me and him have just different interests. He's into cars, I am not. I know nothing about cars. It'll stay like that till the day I die. My grandfather was a mechanic, and I learned nothing from him, even though when I was a child, I lived with him for 9 years. Like, I learned nothing. And also, it seems like my regular health has also been deteriorating quite a bit. I'm coughing more, sneezing more. I feel like crap most of the time. I'm never 100%. There's always pain, or a little bit of, like, I'm sure some people have experienced this where they're like hunched over and stuff, or like they're bending over, and then when they like bend back up, they might have a little bit of a hard time breathing for a few seconds. Or that could just be me. But yeah, but yeah, that happens to me a lot, where but yeah, half the time when half the time when I do that, I have so much trouble getting back into like into an okay spot where I can do things. Like I can't, when I bend over, it makes it hard to breathe. And I'm not fat. I'm relatively skinny. I weigh like around 200 pounds max. Well, actually, probably not anymore. I probably weigh like 160 or 170. I don't eat a lot either. And it has nothing to do with like pay or anything. It's just literally I don't have an appetite at the time, so I try to eat something every day, at least one meal, but that's also difficult. And it's not because we don't have food in the house or nothing like that. We do, even though money is incredibly tight, despite having three separate incomes and me not asking them for much. Like, I literally don't ask them for much. I pay rent, not a lot, but with only $2,000 a month, I can't really pay a lot. I should be probably paying more. But actually, I'm actually making a lot less than... Actually, I'm making about half that now, because I had to like change my availability to where I could only work until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I'm an opener, but unfortunately, I can only open on Tuesdays. The rest of the time, I have to come in like 6 until 1 or something like that. But the thing is, because of that, unfortunately, because of how the world is and so on, it's relatively hard to get hours. So I've only been working like 3 days a week. It's been better. It's been 4 days. So yeah, this day off really... This day I didn't go to work really fucking hurt me. Not to mention I definitely pissed off the manager that was opening today. But yeah, I just couldn't do it. I'd be miserable. I'd make everybody else miserable. Early each day, I felt like just like starting a shower and crying. You know, like in those movies. Like, at least that type of feeling. I probably wouldn't have actually done that exact thing. But I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. That one scene that always happens when the main character or like a side character that's big in the plot is depressed. So they have this little shower scene where they're just pouring water over them, or a rain scene even, where they're just pouring rain over the dude while he's just being depressed. It kind of felt like that. And yeah, I kind of feel like doing that now, actually. I've been feeling like crying all day. Yeah, like all my...
The intrepid explorer returns. Extra layer of dust makes me think you might have actually succeeded. Time to spill. What'd you find? Well, glad you got something useful out of the equation. You deserve it. And more, honestly. In fact, what I will do is foot you a discount. You'll never pay full price here while I'm still above the ground. Really, it's about the least I could do at this point.
Yeah,
honestly,
I actually find it funny.
We're on our feet
Duchess
now
here.
because of you.
You can't go in
You take care
as
of
a ghoul
yourself out
player like normally.
One way
At
one
least
soul to another.
not for me right now. It will probably change now that I did her quest line. But yeah, she's wary of ghouls when she literally has a ghoul right there. I don't understand why they implemented that. Well, anyways, back to me rambling and venting. But yeah, it's... And then, yeah, like I said, I have sciatica, so it's incredibly hard for me to sleep because there's always this little dull pain or tingling feeling, one or the other. It switches intermittently. I should be doing like stretches and other things to help it. I just don't have the energy to. I did go to physical therapy when this just happened. I had like the state Medicaid or Medicare. I think Medicaid's for old people. I think I have Medicare or some shit. Yeah, I had the state helping me out with that. Unfortunately, when I got diagnosed with sciatica, my insurance ran out that month, and unfortunately, because I live in a 3-income household house and I don't pay a lot of like rent or utilities or anything like that, I'm not eligible. So I literally have no health insurance. And I probably won't be able to get any anytime soon. Like I'm literally making $500 every 2 weeks. I'm making $1,000 a month. Like no matter how you say it, that's not enough to live off of, even if you're living with your parents. Like that's absolutely garbage. It probably also doesn't help that I don't like the owner of the store. Like she never did anything wrong. She just rubs me the wrong way. I'm sure everybody has had those like moments where you just see someone and you just instantly dislike them or something. It's kind of along those same lines. Yeah, she just rubs me the wrong way. She hasn't done anything bad to me or anything like that. Like, it's just that she rubs me the wrong way. And also, other employees have told me stories about her past and stuff. Like she owned a store before and it went bankrupt, and at least from what I'm seeing, her current one isn't much different. It's being held up by the employees. Let's just say that. And by the way, I work at a franchise, so it is part of a big car fest. So, yeah, it's just that. Yeah, you know how franchises work, where a guy buys basically rents the store. That's basically what it is. They rent it from the headquarters and stuff, and then they give a cut to the actual company, and then they get the rest. But yeah, from what I'm seeing, it's going downhill. Like we're still doing decent business, but a lot of the shit that they're adding or not even fixing and so on. Like, well, the grills have been working pretty fine for the most part. But
observe nature and songs will flow. Life is better since the bombs fell.
actually, I should probably turn this up. But yeah, I just don't like working there. It's a fast food place. It's busy. You don't get paid enough to deal with asshole customers. Now I'm very grateful that I work there because I've looked at like online job listings and shit. And unfortunately, the first things that always pop up in my area, because I literally cannot drive. I don't have a car, I don't have a license, I don't have a bike. I can get a bike, but it's expensive and not really worth it at the moment. I can just get a cab for 20 bucks a day. Which unfortunately, that's like $100. Yeah, that's $100. A little bit more than that down the drain every other week. Out of that, freaking $500. And I also have to. I have it set up with my mom where I pay like $150 every 2 weeks. Every time I get paid, I pay her $150 because, well, I'm bad with money and I don't make a lot. But I've been. So yeah, I take a cab home to work, but, well, not to work, I work in the mornings, and sometimes I open, so I'm there at frickin' 4:30 in the morning. But it's difficult. I hate working there. It's fast paced, it's hot, It's gotta deal with customers, gotta deal with being fast and everything. Like it. Yeah, working at a fast food place fucking sucks. Some people may love it, but for me, it just absolutely freaking sucks. I don't work at Burger King, so unfortunately I don't have the luck to be able to stand around for freaking 5 hours between orders. Like, literally, in my town, there's, well, it's a college town, so, but they have multiple Burger Kings, and they're always freaking empty. Always. There's never anybody there. It could be that just the Burger Kings around where I live are trash, so nobody goes there. Yeah, I actually tried to apply at one of those, and it has nothing to do with hygiene. It's even after I take a shower, sometimes there's a slight body odor. It has nothing to do with hygiene or anything. It's like medical type stuff where if I wanted to prevent it, I'd have to get like prescription grade deodorant, which is fucking expensive too. But yeah, it's actually I might just make this my freaking venting channel instead. Or even if there's nobody there, at least I feel like somebody's listening. Maybe a week from now, maybe a month from now, maybe even like 3 years from now, somebody will find this and watch it to the end and hear me complain about this. It's like a medical thing where even after you take a shower, put on deodorant, everything, there's still a slight body odor. It has nothing to do with hygiene. Like I'm using what everybody else uses, if not stronger. I take showers every day I leave the house. And no, I don't know why I don't really care for showers. I really don't. It could be because of my depression, so whenever I enter a shower it just gets worse or something. Something along those lines. I don't know. But yeah, but with that medical like condition, I have to basically take a shower right before work in order for it to last the entire day. But because of that, I did not get hygiene. Like, it has nothing to do with hygiene. It's strictly just the fact that sometimes I stink. Like, it's not because I'm dirty or anything like that. It's something I literally have no control over, like... At least from what I know, it's gotten a little bit better.
Don't let the alluring voice fool you. I'm a lethal killing machine.
But yeah, so yeah, I couldn't work there, which would have been perfect. I did work at a KFC, but unfortunately, I called in sick one day because I hurt my groin. So I couldn't really walk or do anything. Like, it wasn't, like, bad enough for me to go to the hospital. It was just incredibly uncomfortable for me to walk or do anything that day. So I called in, and the day after I called in, like we have this little, they had this little scheduling app or whatever that would show your schedule. Well, they basically took me off the schedule for the rest of the week. Like, next week's schedule was perfectly fine. Now, I should have called them, but at that time I was, well, for the most part, I'm incredibly lazy. And a lot of the times things tend to work out just enough to where I'm not, like, in any trouble whatsoever, so on. Like, it's... There's no more sleepless nights. Like, I've always come out somewhat fine from everything. But, yeah, they basically erased my schedule. Even when I didn't show up, when I was apparently scheduled, they didn't bother to call me. They didn't bother to ask where I was, or nothing. They didn't bother to contact me. They just thought I up and quit. Even though I called. And then all of a sudden, yeah. I don't know what their thought process was. Obviously, they probably didn't care enough. The KFC was relatively, like, slow for the most part. But yeah, I came in the next week's schedule. I was still scheduled and so on, but unfortunately oh, I have to get rid of that. Yeah, it won't work without the bed. But yeah, I was still scheduled the next week. They literally just erased this past week's schedule. So I was going. I showed up at work, and there's a bunch of people there that probably wouldn't have been there if they knew I didn't quit. But yeah, I talked to like the GM was there, the one that handles everything. So, and she's like, yeah, we thought you quit. You're already gone. Like, basically, I got fired because they fucked up, because their shit fucked up. And I believe I am living in a state where they don't have to give like probable cause to like terminate your position. They can literally just do it at any time. No questions asked, for no reason. So yeah, I couldn't really do anything about that. Well, joke's on them. Like, not even a month later, apparently there was a gas leak. So they had to shut down anyways.
Clean, alert, no hesitations.
One more, Deckard. If you can't... All done.
It's like I'm living life on a knife's edge, and not by choice.
They'll never understand.
But yeah, I think that was the only time that I actually technically got fired from the job. I also used to work at a construction company. I did that for 3 years. But as an introvert and also a person that hates leaving the house, it was very taxing. I did have my best friend at the time work there. He moved back down south with his actual family and stuff. Like, all of their like families down south. So they moved down south, and yeah, we talked once since he moved down there.
You been through
And the
Asher's
thing is,
training yet?
when he was
Look at this.
Fuck, I did the wrong thing. But yeah. But when he moved down there, I literally messaged him once because it was his birthday. I said a happy birthday. We haven't talked since. And the thing is, while he was living here, I basically lived at his house. Like, we were always together, him and like his girlfriend, well, wife. I was at their wedding. I was the best man. Like, yeah, and yeah, we just have. I've never talked since. It's wild. I hate it. Like, after I messaged him happy birthday, he never fucking replied ever again. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened to him. Well, I have another guy that I talk to every once in a while. My friend lived in a two-story like townhouse thing where like the bottom floor was one apartment and his was the top apartment. But yeah, we hung out with the guy downstairs every once in a while for. But yeah, he still talks to him. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck did I do to offend them. Like, I literally wished him happy birthday. Talked to him about, or told him some stuff that happened to me recently since he moved. Yeah, he never replied. I never tried to bother contacting him again. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Unfortunately, that's life. Life fucking sucks. Like... Yeah, all my friends leave. Well, sometimes I leave them, but... But for the most part, almost every time I've had a friend, we just stopped talking for one reason or another. The reasons vary, but yeah, so I've been dealing with that.
Welcome, novice.
And yeah, I just I don't know. Now can I use the Phantom device multiple times? And there's like a cooldown system for it. But yeah.
There's a door.
So yeah, I haven't talked to him in like a good some years, but yeah, for almost 3 years straight, me and him were basically inseparable. And then as soon as he moves away, we don't talk ever again. Like, and it's not on his fault. He definitely has his plate full. I know some of the stories about his family and so on. So I know he's probably going through quite a bit of shit since he just moved back there. But yeah, he hasn't contacted me since. I haven't tried contacting him since. So yeah, oh well. Thought we were, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and then the online friend, I've been friends with him for almost a decade. Yeah, it was over some dumb shit that I basically ended it. I do regret it, but shit happens. Like, I can't really change the past, and frankly, he'll probably wouldn't want to talk to me again anyways. Because, yeah, it was over something stupid. Basically, I just rage quit the chat and never bothered to return. But yeah, I'm not what you would consider fully mentally stable. I'm not a complete wacko, but I have moments where or basically my thought process is just out the window and I'm going full lizard brain type shit, or I just curl up into a ball and
I love the smell of corpses in the morning.
Love may seem scary. I understand. Trust your heart and take my hand. No need to hide. My arms are
yeah, I do regret that fight. It was a stupid fight, and it wasn't just him that was involved. It was also another friend of mine. Yeah, I don't want to get into it because one, it's gonna make me look like a dumbass and a jackass at the same time. Like I know it's my fault. And yeah, I could've, like, we got into a stupid argument, and yeah, it's... Yeah. Like, oh, hello. I don't know if you guys would want to stay for this. It's basically just me venting and trauma dumping. But nice to see people join in. I was just talking about a past fight I had with a friend. Nothing.
I know where you sleep at night.
But yeah, this is basically just me venting for the most part. Not much actual real content or entertainment. But yeah.
Stay by my side. Don't run, baby. This dimension slips away. Let worlds unravel. Promise me you'll stay. Don't run, baby. I'll hold you.
But yeah, I truly don't know if you guys would like to say or not, but I appreciate you watching. And yeah, it's just me playing. I shouldn't be hurt. Yep, that's what I thought.
Gladiators, we won't go down without a fight.
But yeah, I haven't had anybody to really talk to in a good few months. That was my chance, but they just wanted to hop in, check it out, and then leave. I get it. It happens. And actually, I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's late here. Yeah. And I unfortunately have to work tomorrow. But yeah, life is pretty hard for me right now. Because of past situations I've had where I haven't worked for long periods of time, if I don't work, like, yeah, I'll get kicked out of the house, and I have a grandma to fall back on, but unfortunately, if I lived with her, I would have to get an absolute remote job.
Hey, what's up out there?
Like
Don't make it tough.
Like she lives out far in the country.
That's some whiskey.
So we wouldn't have decent. Well, we don't have decent. I don't have decent internet now. Truth be told. Well, that's more of just me being in a shit area, despite it being a college town. None of the fucking internet providers are actually good. They're all greedy assholes.
I have lots of hobbies. Raiding.
You 76.
Murder. Ratings.
Yeah. So even if I feel like I'm about to puke or something, I have to like right now I feel like I'm about to puke. So that's kind of why I want to end this stream. It's because I feel sick. And unfortunately, my mother doesn't understand that. Like, I have major depression to where everything feels like a chore. That could be also laziness, but I also feel like crying myself to sleep every night. And then there's also my sciatica, and then the fact that whenever I bend over, which unfortunately at a fast food place you kind of have to bend over quite a bit, either to get the food off the whatever cooks it, or to make the frickin' food, like the sandwiches and shit. Like, it's depressing. Yeah, I can't leave. And
I would rather find some psycho.
Yeah, my mom's my ride to work in the morning, and then when she drops me off, she goes to her job. Yeah, that's the biggest reason why I have to tell her when I'm not going to work and stuff. But unfortunately, so yeah, unfortunately I have to talk to her. And I can't really come up with an excuse of not going to work.
This camp could use more corpses.
But like I feel like I'm about to fucking puke right now. Like my stomach is doing fucking wibble wobble, and then my throat feels kind of choked up. Like there's something down there that's like clogging. I'm sure other people have had it. I can't really describe it. And then I also have a runny nose. I think I also have fever. I'm not sure, I haven't actually checked. Because throughout this entire day I've been hot. Like to an unreasonable degree.
I need to try some.
But yeah.
I hear it's a real trip.
You ever get a melody stuck in your head?
But it was nice having everybody that came in to pop in. I'm happy that you did. I'm also incredibly happy that I was able to vent a little bit. I've been keeping that inside for long. Well, basically since I stopped talking to my buddy. Like, every day I feel... every day I wish I don't wake up. I won't take any action myself, but every day I truly wish I don't wake up. I wish to be into eternal slumber. Like I feel that sleeping is a lot better than being awake. Like I do not want to wake up. Every time, I don't pray for it because, yeah. But, yeah, I truly wish that almost every time I go to sleep, I don't wake up. I just wish that, it's, like I said, I won't do anything, like, to myself, or anything like that. Like, I'm not at risk, as I believe a lot of people would put it. Like I have absolutely no plan on going through with any of that because, like I said before, I have family, and I can't do that to them. I can't be selfish like that. But that doesn't prevent me from wishing. Because look, I don't like my job. I don't like my life decisions that have led me up to this point. I've been making mostly wrong ones, to say the least.
I find solace in you, where you linger within northern shadow.
But yeah, I'll catch you later. I have to go to bed soon in order to get up to work. And yeah, even if I feel like absolute shit, I still have to work. Because, well, one, I'm scared of my mother, as all kids should be scared of their mother. Like, I'm not scared of her, but yeah, today she gave me an ultimatum that if I'm not working, I'm out of here, so, yeah, I don't plan on quitting or anything. It's just, some days I really don't have any energy, and it has nothing to do with the fact that I just got that before this it was basically a 4-day weekend. Like, it has nothing to do with it. I was feeling like shit the entire weekend anyways. Like literally all I do on my time off is sleep. Except for these little bits. Like that's why I don't stream a lot, and there's big sections. Like this is a super rare occurrence. It's because I literally have no energy to do anything. Like, even all this past week, I was basically just fucking sleeping. Like,
I love the smell of corpses in the morning. Observe nature and the songs will flow. Is that some whiskey? Take it.
Yeah, well, I'll catch you guys later. It was nice to vent.
I love the smell
And for all those that watch it later on, like months or years from now, I hope you have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. And I am out.